It's day 10 of boxing every day in virtual reality. Feel I can defeat Tony Jeffries. I just had a 5-round match with Sib, the winner of our autumn tournament, and I was trying to implement some new damage technique. I was practicing on the dummy, and it turns out it's really hard to throw at full power in a fight over and over, and I gassed out after round 2. But it was a really hard fight, and it taught me a little bit about what I need to work on, I think, in the future, which is picking my power shots and also how to throw those power shots. So I think today on the dummy, I learned a bit how to throw those power shots, but now I need to work on the ratio of lighter to medium shots, and when I choose to let those power punches go. If you're not already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to follow the journey, because by the end of the month, I'm going to take on Tony Jeffries, and I'm going to lose. But at least I trained for it.
Alright boys, we made it to day 10 of this series. This is a match against Sib. Like I said in the intro, he's a monster. He just won the autumn tournament, 43 fights, made it to the end, won almost $400. His pace is incredible, and I feel like my boxing style really broke down in front of him, just trying to keep up. I just broke down, man. I couldn't keep up at all. By the end, I could barely throw a 1-2. Look, I think I summarized most of it in the intro. What I'm finding is helpful, however, is after these matches, just to watch the footage and do a little write-up of what things I think went wrong, why they went wrong, what I'm going to do next time. And I think it gives me a nice little, a goal to work towards. And I think it's easy to forget this sort of stuff. Like, right after the match, it might be easy to look at it and think about, oh yeah, this is really obvious. I just need to do this next time, or I want to try this next time. But when the next day comes around or the next fight comes around, you might not remember all that. So I think I'm going to make it a habit now just to do a little summary of how the fight went and what I'm going to try next time to improve. That's going to go into training talk in the AVRB Discord, which is a little channel we have for some serious training discussion, boxing, MMA, Muay Thai, whatever it is. I think that should help me improve myself a little bit, and also get some feedback from other fighters as well. It's nice to get a third-person perspective sometimes. As I was saying in the intro, I really tried to throw really, really bloody hard in this fight, because I was using a new sort of technique on the training dummy, where I'm focusing on throwing the punches starting from my back, as in, instead of trying to move my fist first or trying to move my shoulder first, I'm trying to lunge my back or my rear delt forward, and that's what's propelling my shoulder, which propels my fist, if you understand what I'm trying to say. And I was finding a lot more damage on the dummy doing that, but it is a lot more tiring. And what I found is using it against a moving opponent who's dodging and blocking is a very different thing to using it against a training dummy. And the fact that I tried to use it, again and again, punch after punch after punch after punch, it just gassed me out like crazy. I need to think about when to use it. When I see a clean counter punch coming, when they look tired, when they look overextended, and otherwise I need to dial back my power to like 50%. Otherwise, I'm just not going to make it to these later rounds, and I'm not going to have the energy to box the way I want to box, because I can see in the footage how I end up in those last rounds, and I'm doing nothing. My footwork is gone. My boxing becomes either a 1-2 at range, or when they come up to beat me up in close range, I pray for an uppercut, lead hook, knockout. If that doesn't get them, I've got nothing. So I need to first focus on dialing back the power so that I can have the energy to actually box, and then later, much later, worry about the power. But that's the focus for tomorrow anyway. Not too much editing in this one, guys. I'm sorry about the heart rate monitor. I forgot to start it at the start of this match, so it was only about halfway through, and I thought I'd just leave it out for this one. And no special editing. This wasn't a league match. This is just a spar. I'm gonna avoid league, like our AVRB league matches, for at least a week or two, because I think I have a lot of training to do, and it's simply a lot more effective to train, you know, in a spar rather than a ranked match where you're so focused on just trying to win. Because when you're just trying to win, you know, a lot of stuff can go out the window. You're just trying to knock the other guy out. You're trying to, you overextend, your technique goes out the window. So I'm just gonna spend a week or two, work on my cardio, do some longer fights, 5 rounds, 6 rounds, go for some runs, and work on my technique in the spars. But that's the plan anyway. We'll see how we go. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. I know it's a bit boring, but I think at this point, I'm doing this series for me, to be honest, and not for the views and not for the content, but really for me. Before this series, I was basically not playing the game at all and just streaming it, which I love, but the passion for the game itself was disappearing as a player, and that's come back in full force, in such force that it's, you know, higher than it ever was. So I'm really thankful for that, and I'm really thankful that I started this little journey. Maybe for not for this intention, but you know, it is now. So definitely going to keep to it. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way forever. Obviously, it's very hard to maintain this video every single day. I want to make it at least 2 weeks, maybe a month, and then hopefully I can just roll on with that, use the momentum to continue playing every day, but probably not releasing a video every single time. But we'll see how we go. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the fight. Thanks for watching me getting beat up. Make sure you tune in to the channel. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button. We've got awesome fight cards 2 times or 3 times a week. And you'll see a big variety of boxes. And it won't just be me talking on a voiceover on my fights like this one. Catch you next time.
Box. Okay, get ready. Box on. Stop.